And the world is reacting to Donald Trump's shock decision to press pause on his new tariffs for 90 days. Let's bring in Dr. Christian Bayliss, founder of Fort Lake Asset Management. So we've now got this 3-month pause on the huge tariffs. Talk us through the market reaction this morning.
Well, I mean, it's unbelievable. We've had bounces in the market on par with what we saw during the financial crisis. So, you know, the American market up almost 10% overnight, which is just unheard of. So this toing and throwing and going back and forward just shows you the amount of uncertainty that was baked into the markets. And as soon as you get some tweet or something that comes out that says something remotely positive, the market just absolutely goes off to the races. And it could go back the other way. This isn't over yet. Yeah.
OK, you would have been besieged with phone calls this week saying, oh, my goodness, look at my account, look how much it's dived.
Yeah.
How long till the average account gets back to what it was last week or last month?
Well, look, I mean, we're still a long way off the top in the equity market. I mean, we're probably still down around 10 to 15%, depending on which market you're looking at. So there's still a long way to go, but a lot of people's private assets and these sorts of things in the super funds, they haven't really had the downward spiral that the equity market has had. So people will see a bit of an uptick overnight. Ultimately, we're better off for what's happened overnight, but there's still a long way to go.
OK, so the White House is saying there'll now be a universal 10% tariff on all countries. That's what was put on us anyway, so we're still the same, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, most countries are still the same, and it just shows if all of the countries band together and come out and put a lot of heat on Mr Trump, ultimately he is willing to negotiate. He is commercially pragmatic, you would think, given where he is. So I think what it shows is that collective bargaining does work. And ultimately he will listen, but it makes it very hard to know where we're going to be in another 3 months' time, because this is only a slight reprieve for 90-odd days. Does he go back and forward again? He's very unpredictable, so who knows where we can go from here.
Does that sound like it's what's happening? All the countries are going to band together, besides China, let's put them aside, are going to sort of band together? And is that what Albo is possibly doing behind the scenes? Because there's criticism of him not picking up the phone and talking to Trump. Well,
look, I think it seems to have worked. It sort of reminds me of the schoolyard bully that comes out and says, you know, I'm going to pick a fight with everyone, and all of the kids band together and sort of take him on. That seems to be what's happened, and he sort of stood back and said, wait up, maybe this isn't the best way of dealing with the inadequacies that we have in our trade balance and these sorts of things. So what it appears to me is that the best way to deal with Mr Trump is get as many other countries on your side and go to him with a collective agreement and try to negotiate a better deal. That's the best way of dealing with him.
OK, so it sounds like there's a lot of phone calls behind the scenes
I'd say so.
Maybe we aren't hearing about.
For sure.
Thank you, Christian. Here's Chevo.